It's Online Biz Real Talk, everyone. And we have an incredible subject today with some incredible guests. We do these live videos and these also live workshops that we're going to be leading you to afterwards to give people an understanding that the online world is not such a scary place. There is legit opportunities out there. Some opportunities they don't have as much support as we have, so that's why we're the number one online business in the whole entire world nationwide. We're growing at an exponential rate. Don't worry, it's not oversaturated. People are still killing it when they start. People from that started a week ago, people that started a year ago, we're still killing it. We're growing every day because we have an incredible business plan, products, support, community, you name it. So today's subject is how can someone start this online business and what do they have to do? So what exactly do you have to do in this business? How can someone start? So let's bring in our awesome business partners. Welcome, welcome guys. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having us, Georgia.
You're welcome.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Wow, you're welcome. You're welcome. You was on vacation for a while, Ruth.
Yes,
Nice to have you. Nice to have you. All right, all right. So
thank you.
you're welcome. Well, Ruth, why don't you introduce yourself for us? Why don't you introduce yourself for us, and maybe I'll ask you a few questions about this subject.
Sure. Hi, my name is Ruth Lezama. I live in Wisconsin and I have 10 kids, married. I am a CNA slash nursing assistant, and that's all.
Awesome, awesome, beautiful. Did you tell everybody how many kids you have?
10, yes,
Yes.
10 kids,
I want
married
everyone.
with 10 kids.
I made Paulo guess. I'm like, yes. He said 3, 6, no. Then he said 10 as an exaggeration. Like, yes. All right. So, tell us like what do you do in this business? Tell us a little bit of things what you do in this business. What are some things that you do on a regular basis? How does this business run? Where do you get time to work on this business and how what do you do exactly? Give people a
Mhm.
little insight in what we do.
Um, well, I'm gonna start like how I started. I started by watching some of your videos that were very interesting, and I liked what I saw, and I watched the free video that you give, and from there on I was hooked. So I find my little time as a mom. Of 10 kids, and I also work, and I take care of the kids at home. So my time is in the morning when I'm busy with the little one. I put him to watch TV, and the rest of the kids go to school. And I have a little bit of time to, just hop on my computer, my laptop, and to work an hour and a half, and then I'm off to work. And after work, I come and I just spend another hour on my computer doing, what I have to do. And that's how I manage my time with my business. It doesn't take too long. It doesn't take too much, a little bit, here and there, your business, goes on. So that's how I manage my time.
Awesome, awesome. Um, all right, I think I might come back to you. I'm going to bug Paulo a little bit. But I'll ask you more questions. Or did you want to comment on anything she said, Paulo?
No, I mean it's great. I mean it's just goes to show you that regardless of how busy someone's personal life is, you still find ways to schedule the training, schedule what you need to do for the business. So it just talks about the flexibility of this online business.
Mhm.
Definitely, definitely. So, do you want to introduce yourself for us, Paulo, and like tell us how someone can start this online business and what do they have to do?
Yeah, for sure. So hi everyone. My name is Paulo Perez. I am living currently in Vancouver. Grew up in Calgary, Filipino background, and I've been a nurse for over 19 years, and currently work in oncology clinical trials research. And yeah, so I mean, I started this business about 5 years ago because I was just burnt out from the profession, and this was sort of like a way out, like a side hustle to earn extra supplemental income. And when I started, yeah, I started just like what how Ruth did. I watched an information webinar and I asked a lot of questions. Coming from a research background where I consent patients onto clinical trials, like I help do my due diligence to provide information to patients. And so with that sort of skill set, I was also doing the same things with my mentor and coach, asking him a lot of questions. And it was just for my sake of just my sanity to know that what I was jumping into isn't a scam, or isn't something that I'm going to put a lot of work into, and then in the end there's no benefit afterwards. So yeah, that's why I was asking a lot of questions. But yeah, typically I tell people when they're interested, especially family and friends. Family and friends always bug me about like, what is this? And because they're coming into this with some preconceived notions of like past experiences or experiences that they've heard from other people, that this is what this type of business is. And so I squash that. I tell people, take 90 minutes out of your day and watch this if this is something that you're interested in doing. And then from there, let's talk. Because I don't want to be answering questions that isn't even associated with the type of business model, because it's just a waste of my time and your time. And so I start from there. And if people actually watch it, then that's when I will put my energy into people who actually will watch that information webinar. And yeah, typically that's where I start, Georgia, because in the past I've spent hours talking to people and they're just, yeah, they haven't even watched the information webinar, and it's just, I find it just goes nowhere afterwards. So yeah, that's how I tell people start. If they're interested, do their due diligence, ask questions, and follow your guts too, because we are legit. This is something that you get tax slips at the end of the year. And with our community growing, I mean, our community started, when I started, there was only about 300 people within our business community. And now there's over 41,000 people globally. So that just shows you how much our system has been tried and tested, and how much our community is growing and still continues to grow. So
I love that. I love how anybody could do this, and it just like you said, you could talk and talk and talk. But the thing is what I find, Paulo and Ruth, because you are trained just like me, and I've actually trained Ruth Sama to help people get started. If somebody is really interested in getting started, they will watch the workshop and they won't hesitate. They won't sit there and be, I don't have time to watch it. Can you just tell me? Because the thing is we have the people who literally put the workshop together, like literally put so much time, effort, techie stuff into that to make it very understanding, valuable, make it clear what we set you up with. So for us to have those tools and have all of that for you, by talking on the phone, we don't have that. It's not going to show you exactly what you need to do.
yeah.
It's very valuable. And that's how I seen like the rookies and the top dogs. Like the rookies, they'll just, I want to know, and I'm like, they're not going to get started. Like, and then they wonder why you don't get back to them quick enough, because you're like, you're wasting my time, man. If you want me to start, I'm a coach. This is my job.
Yeah.
But I see who's serious. The serious people, they say, like, okay, what do I got to do? Watch the workshop. Oh my goodness, I watched the workshop. I'm so excited. Like, how do I get started? There you go. That is the big dog. That's the one that's going to get started, and that's the one that's going to run to the top, and we're going to succeed together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I want to add to this, because like when I do coaching calls, I always relate my nursing profession with this business, because when I started nursing in year one, my university didn't disclose all the things that you had to be doing at the end of the year once you graduate as a nurse. Like if I knew I had to like do X, Y, and Z with nursing and being in charge, like with working, like dealing with a lot of patients, I probably would have said no to this profession. But they gradually gave you information at each year as you build the knowledge and skill set. And this is sort of like what we do with our system, where we start you off in information webinar so that you gain the information from that. And then from there, if you want to look into things further, then you can look into things further and learn about the products in the back end. And then from there, if you want to start the business, then you invest into the business. And that's how it all works. But we're in a age right now that we can't retain a lot of information. So trying to say something in text, a couple texts, or in like 5-10 minute phone calls isn't going to do justice. Whereas the whole process will provide you all the information.
100%. I think it's a good subject that we're talking about the workshop because I think a lot of people overlook the workshop.
Yeah.
And that's Bench. She's doing schoolwork. See, at the same time, this is how I roll. We have little lives, and she's doing her schoolwork. So, yeah, they override it, and they seem to feel like, what I feel a lot of times, guys, because I was like this. I didn't know what a webinar was. I didn't know what a workshop was. So that's why I always say like video, like it's a video, guys. So just like you said, it's hard for people to retain because we're used to TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and everything's going so quick past us. So when they're like a webinar, what is that? A workshop? What is that? Guys, it's literally us, like me, Paulo, other people in our community that are coaches and who are leaders. That's Banana. Who are leaders, and they literally come on these webinars. They're live twice a week, Tuesday, there's one tonight, and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST, or find your local time. And we go on there, and in the beginning, like we introduce ourselves and we explain to you, this is what you're going to hear today. We tell you what we're going to go over, and we literally have slides of what we're going to get you started with, how you're going to get a sales funnel, how you're going to get a website. Everything is going to run for you, how we're affiliated with huge companies, high ticket sales, convert into high revenue. Like it goes over everything really, really well. We show you what kind of website we're going to create you. And, not much has changed since I started 3.5, 4 years ago with the workshops, because they literally work. We understand, like, whoa, like that's a very, very good understanding. So it makes it real. You're not talking to a person on the phone or Google or someone who's building your website. You don't see anything. Like you're actually there live, and you can see what they're presenting. So I really liked that. And I really liked the fact that I didn't have to spend so much money on a website sales funnel, because I know it's like 20, 30,000 ClickFunnels, all that. So, yeah. Did you want to add anything? Did anybody want to add anything to what I just said there? No? Okay, so Ruth, I'm going to go.
Well, I do.
I was going to go back. Yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. What I love about this business online is that it fits me perfect. I don't know, for the working moms and the moms that have kids, and they're so busy that they're up and down. You see, I drive a lot, also, back and forth. So it's amazing that you can take your laptop, your iPhone, your whatever device you might have, and take it with you. You can work on it as you want. For example, when I go, to a coffee shop, I have a couple little minutes to, relax, take a coffee, then, I can work on my computer, online business. And it's really flexible. You don't have to be stuck 8 hours on the computer. You can just, pop in somewhere and, work on it. Or when I take my kids to McDonald's, they can play, and then I'm sitting there, watching them. The older ones, they're watching them, and I'm working on my laptop. This is, why I love this business. That's because I can take it with me anywhere I want. And my kids also help me. I sometimes, I forget something, and they're like, "Oh, mom, this is how you do it." Because I'm not so tech savvy, but my friend at work, they're so nice. Grown so much, in this business, that you used to work it with one finger. Now you're, trying to work with all these fingers you have. I'm like, yeah, that's something that, you learn while you're working on your business. It's your self-esteem that, drives you, to do more. And I'm just so proud of, myself and, my kids, that they help me when I need it. And, and I'm learning as I go. Everything you do on here, it's a learning experience, and this is what I love about my business. It's something that I can enjoy for myself. So, and the blueprints are amazing, step by step in a video training. So this is what I like about it. So it's just, I want to throw that in there. Back to you, Georgia.
You got your little one in the back there. How old is he now?
Oh, he's 3. He's 3. Yeah, and he's a really busy one, so it's really hard, sometimes, to do what you need to do. But when he takes his nap, or when I take him out playing, he's there. And it's easy. It's not say hi. Yeah, it's relaxing when I'm able to do it at home too, with the kids. I don't have to worry about anything, any babysitter. I'm watching my son, and I'm working on my computer, and so on. So that's, yeah, you want to show he wants to show the toy. You want to show the toy? Say hi.
So cute. Thank you, Ruth. God bless
Oh,
you.
sorry. He muted me.
Yeah, I see. Thank you so much. I feel the same way.
So
You can be there. Yeah, go on. Well, I was gonna say I totally agree. Like I love being there with my kids. I love the fact that I don't have to,
yeah.
worry or yeah. Sorry. I don't know if you're cutting out or you can hear me. Okay. I think she can hear herself. Um so yeah, I really love the fact that I'm there for my children. We just made a huge little a whiteboard over there with all these things to do. And I'm like, wait a minute, where am I going to fit my business? And I'm like, I can always have my business and just like tell the kids, like right now, it's school time for her, right? She skipped her school time because she was resting more. She didn't feel well. But like just to think like I can do all these things, right? And plan out like our day and still have my business running for me. I could still like work on my business whenever I want. So I'm going to touch a little bit on this subject, and I guess I'll introduce myself. So I'm Georgia Williams. I'm a president and CEO of Georgia Williams Coaching Inc. And I started this business about 4 years ago. Actually, 4 years ago, on I think it was November 11th, is when I signed up of 2018, and then I didn't start advertising till like January of 2019. So I want to go over a little bit about um, how someone could start this online business, and then what do you have to do. So obviously, we told you to workshop. That's the main thing. Like literally, when I seen this business, I was like, okay, I it was a friend, okay, and he used to work at the same dealership as my ex, and I was like, okay, I totally believe him. He's a okay guy. Like, let's see what this business is about. And he's like, watch the workshop right away. I watched it. Now, I didn't hesitate. So if anybody's hesitating on watching the workshop, you got to ask yourself why. Do you think you're not smart enough? Do you think you won't understand what a webinar or workshop is? Do you think it's a scam? Do you just not have the time? Whatever. Ask yourself these questions, like what? Why am I not? And then take away that excuse and tell yourself, no. If Georgia could do it, a mom of five and only a seventh grade education. If Paul could do it, a nurse downtown in Vancouver, and he's literally living his life, traveling, doing, and he's having his business run. Ruth, 10 kids. Like, if they can do it, so can we. So you have to put the name with the dog with the animal. So this is dog, and then you got to draw the line there. That's duck. She doesn't read very well. And this what she's doing is too advanced right now. You're gonna have to wait for this one. So yeah, so I that's one thing I'm gonna tell everybody. Ask yourself what's keeping you from watching a workshop. It's just a simple video. Just like you're watching this right now, it's a video. You don't have to write anything. You don't have to be like, oh, I don't know this. This is like not my cup of tea. This is, a different language for me. It's absolutely not like that. It's regular people talking about the business and making it, in other words, in layman's terms. Okay. Because once you get started in this business, you're going to understand everything. And then once you literally watch the workshop, you can reach out to us, ask us questions if you have any questions. But then your next job is to sign up. You simply sign up, you get your training unlocked, a few hours of pre-coaching call videos. And in those videos, it explains the companies. It explains, wait 1 second, Sky. It explains the companies. It explains what you're going to be making, how you're going to be making, 1.2K all the way up to 5K sales. It explains all about the traveling company, the medical grade company, the high-end medical grade products, the communication, the fitness program. There's a lot of companies we're affiliated with. Now, a lot of people ask me, why can't you tell me the company? I want to know the companies. Well, that's against our policies. Right now, I'm explaining to you about the business plan. You don't see the products on my websites. Okay, we advertise it. Okay, no, we're not going to put them on. On my a website where you see me wanting to help you get started in this online business, because these products are very high end. They have 6 gold seals of quality. They don't want to be known that. Okay, George is just selling the business plan and that's it. No, they want to be known for the high quality products, and they are. So once you get started, you're going to see how you're going to sell everything, what you're going to do, how the business plan is. You're going to see the companies. This is a very expertise business plan. Like, this is an exclusive business plan. You want to get started and you want to see all the companies, just simply sign up and you're going to be open to a whole business plan like us. For any reason, if you feel that you don't want to continue, you don't have to continue. Like, you know what? I'm not ready for this. And that's it. It's as simple as that. But if you want to continue, you have your coaching call with me or Coach Paulo, and then you literally get started. So we set you up. I usually do Zoom, and I'll screen share and I'll show you the training. I'll show you, okay, this is your training. This is how we're going to set ads up. My expertise is ads, and even all my business partners know, because they're like, they ask questions and everything. I answer questions, but when it comes time to one-on-one Zooms, the most important time for me to be there is when you're doing the ads. I like to make sure your ads are up and running good. They have safe words in it, because Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, like, you got to make sure you follow the policies. So you by mistake might spell something wrong or use a word they don't like. It's weird. You just got to make sure. And anybody who has advertised on these platforms know that, because I have a lot of business partners that have advertised before on Facebook or whatever. So they know the policies. So we'll be there to take a look, and we'll guide you every step of the way. And then from there, as you're running your business, you simply post on your business pages just to keep the algorithm going. And so people can see you're a real person. There's scams out there. Just people don't want to, pay or buy in or buy a product if they don't see anybody. Like, because that's the first thing. I don't know about you, Ruth or Paulo, but I've seen things online, like outdoor furniture, for instance, and it's like it was $1,000 and it's only $100 now. I'm like, I don't feel safe putting $100 on that. I don't feel like they're going to send that to my house. So, and then I'll go to their Facebook page, because this is the thing, and I don't see anything. It's like, who's there? Where's the person? I want to contact them. So they lost the sale because I don't feel secure. They lost the sale because I don't feel there's anybody there. And if I put my $100 into that, and I'm not going to get it back. So that's why in our online business, we tell you, post, show you're a real person. So if people want to purchase, and if people want to buy in, or if they even want to start this business, they see you're real. Okay, they see it's not a scam, and they're not buying a product, or they're not paying for anything without an actual person there. Mind you, if you don't want to put yourself out there, you don't have to. Okay, but everything is legit. Okay, everything is done, measured, like followed step by step by our companies, our expertise training. We follow the policy, the guidelines of all of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, TikTok. There's all these different social media platforms we show you. So then when you start advertising and you're posting, boom, you start getting buyers. Okay, and when you start getting buyers, you start getting money, checks in the mail, you start getting money in your wallet. On one of our business platforms, you can transfer it into your bank account, there's PayPal. So that's pretty much how the business works. And the main thing you're doing is advertising. If anybody asks, well, what do I do? I don't understand. You advertise. And the products are sold. Okay, we have 4 companies, one multi-billion dollar and a few multi-million dollar companies. They're growing and growing and growing. So, yeah. Did you want to add anything to that, Paul? What would you like to add to anything I said? Maybe I left something out.
The other thing I want to add in is that when you say, like, you ask people what are the products, and we don't talk about the products because we're not, like what Georgia said, we're not selling products. We're selling an online system for people to help help them start a digital business is what we're selling. And our like we're gonna get more products in the future down the road, and so we're gonna have probably like additional products in the back end that will just get added in. So the moment you talk about a product, the moment people that you talk to about this business are going to associate you with that product, let's say product A. So it's like back in the day when people were doing like Tupperware parties or all those, like like that person just keeps bugging you over and over, and like I don't want to do anything like that. So we don't train people to do that, because we are training people to do affiliate marketing, where you're attracting people similar to you to watch a free information webinar who are interested in starting a digital business. That's what we're doing, and afterwards the whole system takes over. And that's why a lot of people, when you watch an information webinar, a lot of people are still working. A lot of people hate their jobs, but some people still love their jobs, and they're still doing this business on the side as full-time or part-time while they're still working their day jobs, because it just shows you how flexible this whole system is, and how our automated system does a lot of the heavy lifting on the back end. And what Georgia said, we just have to focus on marketing, and that's it. So
Awesome. Yeah. And there is like a few of the way we advertise, like people can buy the product right off of the site. Some of the products, the higher end ones, like us as your coaches, will make sure the people get the paperwork and they can purchase through the paperwork because they're higher end. Okay, higher, like literally money going through. So we got to make sure those sales and those transactions are safe, because people are paying a higher amount for these products. But the lower price product, people can buy right off of your website, which I really like. Okay, so if anybody wants more information, literally just watch our workshop. You want to get started, watch our workshop. You want to know what you're going to do? You're going to be advertising. You want to know how you advertise? That's what our training's for. And that's where we have one-on-one Zooms with our business partners, because everybody knows that, and all my business partners, when you first get started, you're going to be Zooming with me ever so often, maybe every few days for the first week or so. And then you're like, wow, I got it. And you're going to be going through your training step by step, step by step. I love the training. The training, there's like, it's video modules. So it's like a 4-minute video. You can press play on the video, and then you can open up another tab and press pause on that video and go to the next, open up another tab and be like, okay, let me go here. And boom, you're like, oh, I found it. Okay, it looks great. Then press play, do the next step, and then the next step. And you do one step at a time. Believe me, I was not tech savvy. I didn't even know how to work this laptop. I want to say God bless everybody for joining. If you want any information, just message us privately or click on our links, add your name and your email to our websites, and you'll be taken right away to the replay workshop. Okay, I hosted the one. If you go to my website, you'll see it, or any of my business partners, you'll see the one that I hosted right away. So if you're like, I don't have time later on, but tonight at 5 p.m. PST is our live workshop that's going to explain everything. How are you going to get started? After that, you can be like, okay, I'm ready. I want to get started. Or if you're like, I have a few more questions, let me reach out to Georgia, Paulo, Ruth. You can reach out to us. Like, we're here for you. So God bless everyone. Thank you for joining.
bye, everyone.
Bye. And if you see this on anybody else's page, that anybody that has this video on their page, reach out to them and ask them that you want to watch their workshop
Yeah.
or click their link. Okay. Bye. God bless you. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.